Hi guys! I recently thrifted this gorgeous, timeless, high quality sheepskin jacket. It was a very simple but beautiful design that would go with pretty much anything. It had a few minor flaws that needed to be fixed. It was a little bit too wide around the middle, so I had to take it in. And I also felt like I needed to spice the jacket up ever so slightly so that it would match my personal style a little bit better. And at the end, I decided to add decorative closure, which did the trick for me. So that's what we're gonna do today. So let's jump right into this. First, I took care of the interfacing. The original glue did not stick well and the interfacing got loose. I cleaned the edges with acetone first. Then I took my favorite shoe glue. I carefully applied the glue with a brush on the places where the original glue used to be. After about 10 minutes of letting the glue dry on a bit, I carefully pushed the interfacing in place. As a next step, I clipped the middle back seam up to the height of my shoulder blades. I grabbed a leather needle for my sewing machine and I selected a matching polyester yarn in light beige. I have sewn through the edge from the shoulder blade height towards the bottom with straight stitch. Then I cut the excess sheepskin with my leather scissors. And then it looked like this. I started trying out options for the decorative closure I wanted to add to my jacket. I had some store-bought closures with toggle buttons that would have worked great, but I decided to make my own. For that, I always cut 2 pieces of black cord for each row, and I picked toggle buttons in light beige that looked like fangs. I always folded each piece of cord into 4 loops, where the center loop was the longest. And I stitched everything together. Then I made sure that the size of the closure would fit well before I went on. And I stitched on one side of the closure the toggle button, always on the longest loop. Normally I would pull the cord through the holes of the buttons before I would make that into the loopy closure, but the buttons had 2 small holes. That's why I had to stitch them on. I placed the first finished part of the decorative closure on the collar and I stitched it in place. I also stitched the button to the jacket so it would stay where it was even when the closure would be open. When this was done, I closed over the other side of the closure and I marked where the center was on the other side. And then I have stitched the second part of the closure in place. Next, I did some measuring for the following rows. And I stitched all remaining closures in place. And then the jacket looked like this. The decorative closure definitely upgraded the already gorgeous jacket. Here we have the finished jacket. I personally love the way it turned out. Now the decorative closure is the central element of the jacket. It's the part that catches the eye, while the rest of the jacket is still kept timeless and simple. I can't wait to wear this jacket. I'll be combining it with so many different things from my wardrobe. So I will definitely wear it a lot with black jeans and black turtleneck. I'll be wearing it with my Wednesday Addams skirt. I'll be wearing it with some other skirts, and also I thrifted not so long ago flared corduroy pants, which I embellished in a similar style, and I think these pants are gonna look amazing with this jacket. I have a short in which I have shown the pants, I'll link it down below. And by the way, I actually originally planned on adding a similar decorative element around the bottom of the sleeves, also with a button, but I decided against it. I tried it, didn't like what it looked like, so I took it off, and I personally actually appreciate more the way the sleeves look originally. I could have gone, of course, with lighter color for the closure, and that way it would be more subtle, but I personally wanted to have the contrast. That's why I went with black, but there's no right and wrong. It's all about personal preference, as I always say. So that's gonna be it for today. I have behind me on my sewing dummy a vintage bucket bag that I will be restoring soon, so that will be one of my future videos, and I also planned a few sewing tutorials for you guys, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you with my next tutorial. Bye!